Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the ThruNite TN12. This is the new 2014 edition of the TN12. It runs $49.95. This new edition features a new LED emitter which makes it 300 lumens brighter than the last edition. It also includes a new button which gives it a new, easier to use user interface. So let's take a close look. The flashlight comes in this box that contains a manual and warranty information, some extra O-rings, and an extra rubber button cover right there in this little baggie, a holster with Velcro, and some little elastic there on the side, so it could probably be used for other flashlights that are of similar size if you wanted to. And of course the flashlight itself. Now this flashlight would be probably classified as a utility flashlight. It could be pushed into a defensive role, but it does not have the crown bezel that I would require to classify it as a tactical flashlight. Now this features the improved user interface. Again, you have this extra button as compared to the old version, and you also have the tail cap right here. It features a Cree XM-L2 U2 LED, which has a lifespan of over 50,000 hours. This flashlight utilizes either the 18650 rechargeable battery, or you could also get away with using two CR123A batteries, which you could find just about anywhere these days. But if you want to achieve the maximum output of 1050 lumens, I suggest you use the 18650 battery. The working voltage of this flashlight is 2.7 to 9 volts. The length is 5.6 inches and the diameter is 1 inch at its widest right here at the head of the flashlight. This flashlight weighs 2.9 ounces without the battery. With the battery, it all depends on the weight of the battery. It does feature reverse polarity protection. And we'll go ahead and slide the battery in here while we're talking about that. So we'll go ahead and put the... Now this does, by the way, I'm putting a flat top battery, so I have tried this with both the button top and the flat top, and they both work well with no issue. You have threads here. You can see there's a little bit of grease here, which is nice, which makes it go on and off pretty smooth. Has square threading. I'm not sure if you are able to see that. Let me see if I can get that to focus there for you so you can see the square threading. May do it one day. There we go. You could also see the O-ring right there, which helps it being waterproof. Threads are very, very smooth. So the way that this flashlight functions is it has a tail cap right here. It's recessed in a U shape here, which gives it the ability to easily access that button, which is both a clicky on-off as well as momentary, and it also allows you to tail stand this flashlight, as you can see right there. It's a feature that I like to have in all my flashlights. Now, the flashlight also features knurling all the way up and down, which gives you really good grip. Mine came with the clip already installed. It's a good sturdy clip right there. And you can see that there's also the mode select button right up here. Looking down into the reflector, you have a glass for the lens here, which I also like. Good, clear, anti-reflective type of, or anti-glare kind of lens right there. You can see that the LED in there is bigger than the older version. You have a deep, smooth reflector, not a orange peel, which means that this should be a good thrower. So let's go ahead and cycle through the modes really quick. The way that we do that is just click it on, and the first mode is the Firefly mode, which will give you 0.3 lumens of light for a very long 1,585 hours. Now to go ahead and bump it up to the next mode, we hit the mode select button right here, just like that. and that is the low setting, and it's 20 lumens, and it will run for 74 hours. We select the mode select button again, brings up to the medium, which is 280 lumens for 5 hours. Hit it again, that is the high setting, that's 800 lumens for 1.5 hours, and then the max setting, the eye-scorching, eye-blinding setting, 1050 lumens for 90 minutes. Now if you want to go ahead and enter to the strobe function, you press and hold that UI button or the mode select button, and it turns into a strobe. And then you just sort of press it again, just a short press, and it will bring it. I can feel heat coming off this thing, not by touching it, but I could actually feel heat. So this is really putting out some serious power. I'm just going to bring it down to the low setting. So expect this to get warm, as with any flashlight putting out this type of light. This body is aircraft grade aluminum. It's a premium type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish, really nice, as with all ThruNite flashlights. I already talked about the ultra clear anti-reflective coated glass, smooth reflector. This is waterproof. It's waterproof to the IPX8 standard, which can be basically placed underwater as deep as 6.5 feet for up to 30 minutes. It's also impact resistance to a drop of 4 feet. I'll drop it a couple of times right here. That was about 2 feet. That's about 3 feet right there. And you can see that it still functions fine. Okay, we're out here in my backyard. We have a tree right here. This is about 7 yards. The fence line back here is about 20 yards away till that corner is almost 25 yards away. And those trees right here about 30, and then there are trees back there that go beyond out to 50 yards. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is turn off the lights, and then we'll go ahead and try out these different modes. The first mode is the Firefly mode, which is like 0.3 lumen. You can see here, but you're not going to see anything out there. You can see a piece of paper right in front of you. That's about it. Okay, the low setting, 20 lumens. We'll go ahead and hit the button, and now we're at 20 lumens, and you could see that you could obviously see that tree at 7 yards. You could even see out there about 20-25 yards the fence line, and even beyond, maybe even see those trees. Next is medium, which is 280 lumens, clearly out to 30, maybe even out to 40 yards back there. Let's go to high mode. High is 800 lumen. Obviously you can see way back there 50 yards, and then we'll go out to 1050, and you can see beyond 50 yards out there. And look at that, you can see the beam of light right there. It's so bright, like a laser. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna pivot you all down so you can see the yard. You can see that hot spot right there. No problem. I just want you to see the flood area there. See that flood? And there's the spot. So this thing could light up my my whole yard, and it could definitely blind somebody coming in without even using the strobe. So really good job. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I still got this out there about set to over 1050 lumen. I'm just going to take you all the way in there so you can see way beyond 50 yards. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in as far as we could go. That is as far as we could go. So pretty amazing. Pretty amazing how bright this flashlight is. Let's go ahead and get things wrapped up. One thing I failed to demonstrate was the momentary function, because that tail button is not only the clicky on-off button, but you could partially press it and it could act as a momentary, so you could send Morse code out there or just do a quick flash with it. Now if you want a more detailed review, there's a gentleman on the Candle Power forums that does some really good reviews, including this flashlight, and I'll go ahead and put the link below. It's going to be underneath the specifications in the description box. So go ahead and open that up and you'll see it close to the bottom. Pros for this flashlight is super, super, super bright. And it's very, very well constructed for the price. And it's probably one of these smaller flashlights that utilize that 18650 battery or the CR123. So it's very compact in size for what you get. And the user interface with the extra button, I love it. More than trying to cycle through with a clicky button or twisting. So definitely an improvement over the old version, as well as many other flashlights that are in this category. This really does make a outstanding utility flashlight. I wish I had one of these when I was in the Navy instead of the mag light, because it's maybe just a little bit fatter, but it's in the same size and the same purpose type of category, and I definitely would have preferred something like this while I was in the Navy. As far as cons are concerned, there's no SOS function, although you could use that momentary. And there's no crown bezel, which I prefer, not only to push it into a tactical roll, but also so if you sit it down while it's on a surface, it would be more obvious by the light leakage that you left it on. Okay, so again, very, very, very highly recommended here at the Gear Obsession channel. I'll provide the link below so you can go ahead and grab it on Amazon if you wish, and some other links if you want to get it in whatever country you may be in that it is available. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great evening. Take care. Bye.